of the picture.
So Olivia and I are here today at the Terraces Trail at Fitzroy Provincial Park. And when we were walking over, we saw a sign that had how many points? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 points.
That's a star.
To deal with finding a bear on your hike. So today we're gonna go hike the Terraces Trail, and we're gonna cover those points about what to do if you encounter a bear on the trail.
Ooh.
So, dad bod view of it, healthy girl, athletic view of it. So if it comes down to running, I know who's lunch. Let's go see.
It's gonna be very good.
So I'm going to talk about some points for encountering bears on a nature hike. However, there's no one checklist that will guarantee your safety if you do encounter a bear on a trail, so be realistic in this. Know that bears are wild animals and they're not predictable. Essentially, these steps I'm outlining can't guarantee survival.
Okay, so here we are at the Terraces Trail, 2 kilometers long. Liv and I are going to go start it now. But let's think about, so I have a picture of the list of bear encounter tips. 1, if the bear is not paying attention to you, slowly and quietly back away while watching the bear to make sure it isn't following you. Well, let's talk about that one while we're on the trail. So backing away slowly and quietly. I guess that's, yeah, there's quietly. I'm sure we're a lot louder than the bear.
Backing away.
And that's if it hasn't seen you. Now, I'm huffing and puffing just getting up the road to get here.
If you see one, play peekaboo with
I'm
it.
pretty sure I smell like Big Mac and barbecue sauce. As much as I try to stay in shape, it doesn't work. So what do you think, Liv? What do you think of the back away thing?
I'm more of a quarter pounder kind of saucy person, but I like me some saucy.
But this is a nice trail.
So a lot of experts disagree on the best ways to avoid bear attacks. I'm no expert. I'm just giving you general pointers here. Most of them are common sense anyway. Things you would do with a mean dog even. Playing dead. Acting out dead. Some experts say do it, others say don't do it because it's like giving yourself up as a guaranteed lunch. I'm going to stay away from those things that are in debate and let you make up your own mind because everyone's going to react differently. And in the long run, I don't want to give anyone advice and they follow it and they end up getting hurt. I want you to go out and make your own educated decisions, alright? So this is just a general guideline once again.
Do not approach the bear to get a better look. Well, let's say there's a bear in this cave. I don't think I'm gonna go over and give it a scratch behind the ears. And I know it's not a cave. We're pretending. Oh, rugs. Which way did we go last time? This way, right?
This way.
Okay. So, if you see a bear, don't approach it for a hug. Next tip. If the bear, I can't read that. If the bear obviously knows you were there, raise your arms to let the bear know you are human. Make yourself look as big as possible and speak in a firm but non-threatening voice while looking at the bear while you back away.
Hi there.
No, while you back away from the bear.
It's like, the opposite.
Hi, hungry bear. I'm a big juicy bag of meat. Come get me. Okay. Yeah, I think if the bear sees you and it hasn't run away, you're pretty much...
I mean, if you out crazy.
you're screwed. And I have a stick that I can put this thing on and put it up about 10 feet in the air.
10 feet?
Yeah. So, if the bear continues to try to approach, stand your ground and be aggressive. Use your whistle or air horn. Oh crap, we don't have one of those.
I got one on my butt.
Yell, stand tall, wave your hands and throw objects. So, that last one was code for freak out, scream, and throw everything you have at the bear.
Ah!
Yeah. You're about to die. Now I know what a lot of people are
Or
thinking.
just ask it nicely.
I know what a lot of people are thinking. That'll be the last point. Because there's all these things around us made out of wood.
Climb a tree. I mean, how fast can a bear climb a tree?
If the bear keeps advancing and is getting closer, continue to stand your ground. Use your bear pepper spray. I don't have any bear pepper spray. I just taste good, I think. And anything to distract the bear. Bears will often first test to see if it is safe to approach you. Now here's the point everyone's talking about or thinking. Do not run or climb a tree. Bears can run faster and climb better than you. And the last point is, if the bear makes contact, fight back with everything you have. Well, clearly, because nobody wants to be eaten alive. No, just stand still. Hello, bear. Enjoy a taste of thigh.
I mean, if you stand still, they may not be able to see us.
You may not.
Okay, so here comes the disclaimer. There's not one checklist available that will guarantee your survival if you encounter a bear of any kind on a trail, or anywhere else for that matter. Bears are wild animals, unpredictable. Who knows what could happen, okay? But the idea here is knowing what you can do to kind of help yourself out. So I'm not a professional gamekeeper, zoologist, I'm not a biologist. I just know that going out for nature walks, I should kind of have an idea of what I'm looking for. So identifying bears. In this part of Ontario, I expect to see a black bear. They can be in excess of 600 pounds, up to that. And even people familiar with identifying bears can't always distinguish between a very large black bear and a grizzly bear. So, black bears. They can be blonde, but most of them are black, and they'll have like a white patch on their chest or around the nape of their neck. A brown bear, on the other hand, is a grizzly bear. Okay, we've all seen those on the Disney nature films, a big quivering lip, often a lot angrier and a lot meaner than a black bear. And then you have the polar bear, another very distinguishable bear, all white. So upon your initial encounter, I had previously mentioned that you want to back away. If the bear hasn't looked at you or bothered with you, just back away, keep it an eye, and get away from it. Okay, put some distance between you and the bear, preferably some trees and rocks as well, okay? Because you're a lot softer than they are, and trying to have a fist fight with a bear, you're not going to win. They take down deer and elk, so they'll take you down too. If the bear does advance on you, and we're talking more black bears here, is it attacking you to clear its path for food, or is it just behaving defensively? So if the bear has noticed you, you're going to try to convince that bear you're not a threat, so he or she will leave you alone so you can increase your size. Be noisy, put your hands in the air, playing dead, which we'll talk a bit about more later on. On the other hand, if you're viewed as prey rather than as a threat, the bear won't stop attacking you if you play dead or shout, right? So you'll need to find a more effective way to either save yourself or scare it away. So some typical reasons a bear might feel threatened. You've come between a mama bear and her cubs. You've come between a bear and its prey that it's just took down and it's got a deer carcass. Or it feels cornered and you block the exit. A predatory behavior though, so if this bear is not stopping, it's coming at you. That's usually hunger. Big time hunger, okay? And it'll be indifferent to whether you're a human or not. Regardless of what bear you see, remember that any reason behind a bear attack is dangerous, right? So some general pointers or tips that you can use to determine whether they're black bears anyway are coming in a defensive or predatory way. A black bear on a defensive attack will try to defend itself by either swatting, but they generally don't bite. They won't target your head or neck, right? The kill bite. But a black bear predatory attack, if it's hungry, it'll try to find you, may have even stalked you. It will go for biting the nape of your neck and the top of your head, right? It'll grasp you with the typical bear hug, as it said, while you're bit. And it will not be deterred from continuing to attack you by screaming or punching or yelling. A brown bear or a grizzly bear defensive attack, it may run away or make a series of bluff charges just to test your threat to see how you're going to react.
Okay, Livy's in much better shape than me. I'm quite out of breath right now.
Yeah. It'll be hard to remember all these tips, but the biggest thing here is prevention. Prevention works better than a cure, so de-escalate an attack. Know what you need to do to avoid being turning to prey, okay? Back away.
It's actually not that far.
And if you meet up with a polar bear, by any chance you're up really high up in Ontario or other parts of Canada, polar bears are always considered hungry. That means they're always dangerous. That means they're always going to attack. So, good luck to you on that one. But it doesn't matter whether you're being attacked for predatory or defensive reasons. And a bear attack is a bear attack is a bear attack, and they're all dangerous, all right? But the number one coping mechanism is to keep a clear head, so don't panic. If you panic, you're going to go blank, you're going to react in the wrong way, and you'll look like a small prey animal, just like a wolf chasing a squirrel. All right, so be very careful with what you do. Try to make yourself appear bigger than you are. Hold your arms up, just like we were saying earlier. Spread your legs, yell. You can raise your jacket, clang on metal, something like that. But be careful of taking off your backpack or your jacket. You don't want to get your arms tangled either. Don't make eye contact with bears. Same thing with bad dogs or other dogs. You shouldn't make eye contact with animals that's seen as a threat. So be real careful about that. The small black bears, though, or most black bears, can be scared away with noise. So bang on metal. If you have anything not normal, right? Do that. But you might not even have a chance. Might be a flashlight's all you have. Aim the light in the bear's face. But never run. If you run, they're going to chase you because it trips like this natural born thing. They're just going to chase you down. And bears, they're able to run like up to around 60k, I believe. So they can pass you. Don't think you can outrun a bear. And don't hide in a tent. All right? You can't be protected by a few millimeters of nylon. Remember, once again, climbing a tree. Bears can climb trees way better than you. Your only chance of this is if the grizzly bear is too heavy for the lower limbs, you might be able to climb. And just hopefully it doesn't push the tree over.
All right. Okay. It's called Terraces Trail. Well, gonna go ahead and end it here. Hope you enjoyed our view of the Terraces Trail at Fitzroy Provincial Park.
We made it barely.
We barely made it out alive. We saw a squirrel, we saw a fox, and we saw a frog. So
And
our bear
fierce-
survival tips, we didn't need them. Good thing.
But we did need some chipmunk survival.
So I could go on and on and on about bear safety tips. This list is not exhaustive. So before you go out in the woods, do yourself a favor and do some research. Educate yourself on safe survival techniques, okay? That's the best thing I can offer you. Well, I'm going to leave it here with some still photos. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Stay safe out there.